Environment go crazy.
We're back. We're back. We're back. I don't know who these other four gentlemen are, but the face of the show is back. So, hello to everybody. I'm Raylon.
Ow.
Nice for y'all to meet me again. I know y'all been waiting to see me. This is the bros. This is the bros where we talking everything sports, man. I'm glad y'all been watching us so far. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, along with the BS that I'll be talking. That's my boy JT on my left. That's my boy Nick on the right. And I got our new dogs down there, Duante and Merdarius. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Y'all living? Y'all living good? We straight? We good? I hope we good.
Chilling. What's up? Shit, chilling.
Just a second ago, y'all don't know, but we was talking about how we struggling in our pockets. I could tell you who ain't struggling in their pockets. It's these new college basketball recruits, dog. They got some new money coming in. But the question is, should they continue going to college? Now, everybody who's been following college sports in general, they know that these college athletes can now start making money off of their name. Who knows if they've been making money under the table? You know, we don't know. But they can't get penalized for it anymore. So they're going to be in commercials. They're going to be all over these things now. Where was this 5 years ago? Who knows? We don't know. But now it's here. To end the question, should they continue going college or should they choose the G League route, i.e. like Jalen Green? Now, we've seen how Jalen Green performed in the summer league. He looked like an NBA pro. Let's just go ahead and end that off now. The only other people who were looking like they were pro ready, Cade Cunningham went number one for a reason. He was going to be pro ready whether or not he went to college or G League. Didn't really matter. But I'm going to pass this off to JT to start. Should they continue going to college or for the sake of their NBA skills and still make plenty more money without wasting a year going against competition that we all know majority of the people in college are not going to go to the pros. We know that. So should these top dogs like an Emoni Bates go to college or should they choose the G League? What do you think?
If you a top recruit, I say go get a bag and go to the G League. But that's only if you're a top recruit. I'm in college, so I'm gonna definitely say go get somewhat of an education case. Injuries, something happen, knock on wood, don't have none of these players coming up. Don't ever wish that on any player, any injury on any player. But in my opinion, if you go to the G League, it prepares you for the NBA more than college probably would, even though you can make money off it. And I think that's why college but incorporated paying players now so they can compete with that. But the difference is college ain't gonna get you, it can depend on who you are, but it ain't gonna get every player ready for the next level of the pros. That's just me. And I feel like you can make more profit doing G League route rather than potentially going to college, making not as much, risking your career. That's in any sport, not just basketball, in any sport, and going down, something happens, something in class, somebody, personal reasons, false claims, you never know. But I'm gonna leave it at that.
Now, before I pass this off to Duante, I'm gonna throw this in there. Let's be real. Let's before this whole players can now go to the G League. I mean, before NIL, I think a year ago, before Jalen Green went to the G League, they were like, all right, we'll start letting these 18-year-olds, the top guys, start going to the G League instead of going to college for a year. Because we all know these top guys usually spend 1 year in college and go to the pros. So they literally only went to college because they couldn't go to the pros right away. but people that have gone to the pros out of high school have been very, very few. So a lot of these kids are not good enough to go to the NBA right away. A lot of these kids are not good enough to go to the G League right away. So why not just go to college and make a simple little bag off your name? Because you know you're not going to go to the NBA right away. Like, everybody's not Jalen Green, bro.
Yeah, but
everybody just can't go out there and do that.
Pause real quick. Even before Jalen Green, I'm not gonna lie, LaMelo took a similar route before Jalen Green.
Kind of, but it was very, very different.
It wasn't incorporated G League as an option, so he, you know.
But look, hold on, but his journey is different, and that's not highly recommended because there's no telling what would have happened overseas.
2K dropped tonight. That's a 2K journey.
That's a 2K journey for real.
That's a 2K journey. What's up, Duante? What's your feelings on it, bro?
To me, should they? I mean, it depends on really the player and the family, however they feel about it. To me, like JT said, top recruits, go ahead, go to the G League, man, because you already there's no point in you wasting your time. You trying to be in school knowing you probably ain't gonna focus in class. You gonna just get your way through class just so you can get to the league anyway. Go ahead, go to the G League. But for those who ain't that top, not up there, go ahead, get that college route. Besides, it's an experience. Who knows what might happen? You might be the best player in college. That might be your best time playing basketball. Go ahead and take the route. Because in the G League, you with a lot of grown men trying to make it to the league more than the college kids. So go ahead, go to college.
You can pull a Curry game. Just stay.
You can pull exactly. Just stay in college.
If you're not top, though.
You could. Speaking of players that like would have just made stupid bags off their name, bro. We were hyped about this before we even started this video, y'all. Like, imagine if Zion Williamson was able to make money off of his name. Imagine the commercials he would have been in. Imagine the millions he would have already been making before he even signed an NBA contract. Merdarius, Merdarius, what do you feel about this, bro? Like, what's your take on this?
So for me, I feel like it just depends on the situation you got with your family. Some of these kids is coming from the block. They don't have nothing at all. So basketball is all they know. So why would they turn down a contract in the G League for what they make? 1 mil, 1.2, something like that. It's somewhere around there.
Guaranteed.
I know they're making at least 500,000. So
yeah,
why would they turn that down? And if your family got money, if you're not really struggling like that, I say you can take either or, because at the end of the day, college is still beneficial. So let's not get that straight, but let's not get that like out the question. But for me personally, as a college athlete, bro, if I was in that position, top pick, I would skip college, because going to the NBA, that gives you the connections that you
go
need.
Ahead, man. What's the route you got to take?
Now that it is my turn, and now that the diva is gone, really my presence brings him out most erroneous way. So, all right, but back to the topic at hand. So, the G League is practically a league of its own for the development of these highly recruited players. Like, that is literally its sole purpose, is to groom these players and get them ready to be eventually just starters in the NBA. Like Jalen Green, they're expecting him to start right away. Like, the G League is to groom these players to make an impact right off the start. Now, granted, not every recruit's going to have that ability to just go right into the G League and just make a statement. So that's where they can choose the college route. They choose the college route, they can get some more experience under their belt. They can get some more high intense games. Obviously, March Madness is a very big deal in college basketball. It gets people who you've not even heard of, and then they put on the face of the map. And a good example of that is Johnny Juzang. Johnny Juzang was probably hardly even heard of throughout the regular season playing at UCLA. He gets to the tournament, and he absolutely goes off on everybody. And he makes a name for himself as they get to the Final Four. So, although it is a better route, in my opinion, for these young athletes to go the G League route, because I feel like they can benefit more from that than the college game. Obviously, all of these things are going to be political. I feel it would be a little bit less political though going to the G League because it's straight business. You are going there to ball and you're going there to get ready for the NBA. Now with college, with coaches and things like that, they're gonna play their favorites. They're gonna try to manipulate the roster. So it might be a little bit harder for you to get some shine in the collegiate basketball world. But obviously, if you're not really as talented as some of these other top 5, 10 recruits, the college game will allow you to kind of fill your role as needed once you get assimilated into the whatever college you so choose. And also it now with the new NIL rules, it'll allow you to market yourself to the point where now, okay, look at, like, for example, Zion. Zion could have went to the G League, but, imagine if he did choose the college route anyways, just given his circumstances of, okay, I like Merdarius, the kind of piggyback off Merdarius' point earlier, let's say I can do both. I can go to the G League or I can go to college. It's really also a personal choice of, whether you got family that wants you to get a higher education, because I know there's a lot of these athletes that their parents want to see their kids get these higher educations and things in that nature. But also referring to what Duante said, some of these kids, that's not their focus. Their focus is to go play ball and they want to get that money. And so with college,
i.e. a Ben Simmons at LSU, you think Ben Simmons was worried about his English class?
Absolutely
no.
not. Absolutely
no,
not.
He was not worried about going to English.
Trying to take on college is a whole other animal. You got to deal with education. You got to deal with everything that comes with the college experience. And so you have some of these people who are in that mindset, I just want to ball. That's it. I just want to ball. And that's the route that they should go. So really, the choice is really up to the person, the particular mindset that they have. If they have a mindset where all they want to do is play basketball, cool, go for it. So marking yourself off that as well. But if you really want to grow and develop as a player over time and really kind of get that full experience, like look at some of these 4-year players that really kind of come into the league now. Like I know Villanova's done it for numerous years where they have some of these top drafted guys who stay there longer years and they actually come into the NBA and they're actually pretty well. Like
it's given
for example, I know they had what's his name? They had Bridges, right? One of the Bridges boys, not Miles. Is it Mikal Bridges? Then you stay there like 3 or 4 years with Villanova, and then it's a different experience for every player as far as they're like LaMelo Ball had a 2K journey. Some of these other players, they want to have that March Madness fantasy joyride, like it really comes down to the mindset of each collegiate athlete.
All right, I'm gonna stop you there. I'm gonna slide this next question back to Merdarius. Do you think this is just the NCAA saving their tail? Like after seeing a player like, I'm sticking with college basketball in this because we know this is for all sports, specifically like college basketball. Do you think this is NCAA saving their tail because they seen a boy like Jalen Green, who easily could have went to college if he wanted to and balled still if he wanted to, but they seen him say, nah, bro, I'm trying to make some money and I want to get some experience over these NBA dudes. So he went to the G League. And the NBA and the NCAA was like, dang, like we finna lose a lot of people to these pros or overseas if we don't make a change. Do you think this is NCAA making, like, trying to save their tail or them trying to make things right? Like, what do you think it is?
I think 2 things can be true. I think it's more of them really just trying to save them because it's like, okay, these players are going to turn that down to go to college to take these contracts. Yeah. They can't compete with that. No. So they have to do something. And it's been going on for years where these players have been robbed of making the merch off their name and everything like that. So it's been long overdue. I'm glad that they did go ahead and like make it right. So it's just as simple as that. 2 things can be true.
Who would y'all pick in these recent years or all time college basketball athlete who would have been making stupid bread if these NIL deals were in their time? We really hope y'all enjoyed the video today. For more content and notifications, please make sure and hit that subscribe button. See y'all later, man.